What do you want? Sorry? In the room. Okay, good afternoon, class. Well, you want to ask, don't be shy. What's wrong? Broke. Okay, you must knock it and it works. In two. Are you taking photos? What do you think? Okay. Wow. Alright, so people, if you're going to press on the screen, it will break. Okay. And that is why you have a cover on your calculator. It's to protect your screen. It's not from the sun or anything else. No? It's to protect it from knocking the sharp object going onto the screen. People we're busy with finance. Okay. Yesterday, at the end of the lesson yesterday, I felt like there's many questions around that homework. Okay. So I'm going to ask you which questions is a problem, and you will look down and say nothing. Okay. So what I will do is, you have to do exercise 6. Okay. So let's go to exercise 6. We were talking about balance outstanding, not so. Just going to delete this quickly. Right, question 6. Let's do number 1. Since we have a Martha here. Martha, did you get the answer right? Yes. Now, you see now why it's important to make sure that your name is in the paper and so on. No, Van Driel. I'm going to put your name in the next one. Is that okay? Mustn't I? That's okay. So you can put your name where you're going to get it right. No? Right. People, we are told that Martha takes out the loan of 250,000 rand to finance a car. Okay? She repays the loan over a period of 6 years, starting 1 month after she bought the car. Is there any variation on in here? No. Okay? Put your exercise 6. Which page is this on? Exercise 6 on page 77. Alright, so take out the loan of 250,000 rand to finance a car. The repayments on the loan over a period of 6 years, starting 1 month after she bought the car. The interest charge is 9% per annum compound month. Determine the monthly payment to repay the loan over the required period. So that is fairly simple. It's the EV formula. No? No? PV. Why? Because it is a loan. Not so. So PV is X into 1 minus 1 plus I to the negative n all over I. And what's your present value? The loan amount. 250,000 rand equals X, which is the monthly installment. 1 minus, it's a monthly installment and it's a monthly compounding, so that is in line there. So 1 plus 0 comma 0.9 over 12 to the exponent negative 12 times 6 years all over I, which is 0 comma 0.9 over 12. So what do I do is I say 250,000 rand multiplied by 0 comma 0.9 over 12. Okay, and then I divide it by this factor here to get x on its own. So it's 1 minus, open brackets, 1 plus 0 comma 0.9 over 12 to the exponent negative 12 times 6 is thus 4,506 rand and 38 cents. Is that correct? So it's 4,506 rand and 38 cents. Right. Then we are told that if she sells a car after 3 years, okay, calculate the how much money she owes the loan on the loan. How much money she owes on the loan. Okay, so in 1.2, so how do you calculate the balance on the loan? Balance outstanding. It's A minus FV. So what's your A value? So it's P into 1 plus I to the n minus FV, which is X into 1 plus I to the n minus 1 over I. So your present value, the loan amount is 250,000 Rand into 1 plus 0.09 over 12 to the exponent 12 times. What is your n value? 3, since it's 3 years, minus X. What is the monthly payment? 4,506 Rand and 38 cents into 1 plus 0.09 over 12 to the exponent 12 times 3 minus 1 all over I, which is 0.09 over 12. Okay. So it's 250,000 into 1 plus 0.09 over 12 to the exponent 12 minus, oh yes, not every university is that price, no? Some is in the hundreds of thousands, no? It's just the cheap ones, that price. Okay. So some goes into 150,000 and so on. Sorry? I can't say it by name. Okay. But if you can get a bursary in return, you take it. You understand? And listen, they need these type of people. Huh? They wouldn't spend money on you if they don't need that type of people. Okay. So there's a shortage of those people, so they give you a bursary so that more people can study those fields of study. Okay. We'll go into those fields of study. So if I'm you, I would go listen what they got to say. So it's 141,711 Rand and 39 cents. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Right. Any problems with number 2?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, let's look at number 2. People, why people always? So we are told that Mr. Sebeko, no? Is that right? Retired on the 31st of December 2005. He was granted a pension of 10,325 Rand paid monthly for a period of 15 years. If he dies before he receives the 15 years of pension, his beneficiaries will receive the balance outstanding. If Mr. Sebeko dies on the 31st of December 2012, calculate the amount that the beneficiaries receive if the interest was 8.5% compounded monthly. So for balance outstanding, that's going to be A minus FV, which is P into 1 plus I to the exponent n minus X into 1 plus I to the n minus 1 over I. Okay? So if you look at this, we need to know what the present value was. Not so. We need to know what the present value is. Okay? We know what I is. I is going to be 8.5%. It is going to be from 2005 to 2012 is how many years? 7 years. Okay? We know what X is 10,325, right? Right, so in other words, I need to work on my present value. Not so. And how am I going to work that out? By using the present value formula. So your present value is going to give you I don't want to go down the wrong path. It's not at the end and then we don't get the right answer. Which exercise is this? 6. Yes, he's correct. He's correct. Okay, let's go. So it's going to be. So what we need to work out is we need to know what the value of this fund is worth. Okay. So it's going to be the present value is x into 1 minus 1 plus I to the minus n over I. Okay. So it's going to give you 10,325 rand into 1 minus 1 plus 0,085 over 12 to the exponent negative 12 times 15 years over I, which is 0,085 over 12. That gives us 10,325 rand into 1 minus 1 plus 0,085 over 12 to the exponent negative 12 times. How many years was that for? 15 years. Okay. I'm not going with 5 because I want to know what the fund is worth. Okay. That is over 0,085 over 12. So the fund is worth 1,048,000. 1,048,500 rand and 58 cents. Okay? So that's the present value of the fund. Alright? So what we do is we say, okay, for this balance outstanding, it would be 1,048,500, 58 into 1 plus 0,085 over 12 to the exponent 12 times. And how many years are you looking after? 7 years. Minus your x value of 10325 into 1 plus 0,085 over 12 to the exponent 12 times 7 minus 1 over 0,085 over 12. That is answer. Open brackets. 1 plus 0,085 over 12 to the exponent 12 times 7 minus 10,325 rand into 1 plus 0,085 over 12 to the exponent 12 times 7 minus 1 all over 0,085 over 12. 717,406 rand and 4 cents. So what was the problem here? Huh? Yes? Because it was if you look at this here, okay, we are looking this. I forgot to highlight this for you at the beginning. Okay, we are looking at this from the bank's point of view, at the financial institution. You see what happens here is that Mr. Sabeko, he was actually saving money for the pension fund, not so. We would have used future value if we had calculated from his point of view the balance, not so. But now remember, this is on the other side of the lump sum. Why? Because the bank now has the lump sum, and they paying him back. In other words, can you see that? This is no more, and we don't have a formula where the person gives the lump sum. Okay, this is actually an investment, but he's doing a withdrawal. Not so. Remember, for your present value, you get the lump sum and you're paying it back. Not so. Whereas for the future value, we're saving for the future in which we will get the lump sum in the future. But what do we have here in this scenario? The bank has the lump sum, but we treat it as if the bank is paying that actually back to Mr. Sabeko. Can you see that? It's from the other side. Yes?
So every time like this one, you say there's a balance outstanding that maybe the beneficiary will get. So we're always going to calculate from the bank's point of view.
No, not always. It's only because that the lump sum is at present, but they're paying it back. You understand? So the bank has this big amount, and it is as if the bank is paying this Mr. out 10,325. This is how you're supposed to do it. But whenever they ask you to work out balance outstanding, yes, this formula A minus FE will work. Okay? And you'll only work out balance outstanding on a loan. Because if you're looking at an investment, you won't have a balance outstanding. You understand? So the present value calculation has to precede the balance outstanding calculation. Make sense? Right. Any problems with number 3? Sorry? Yes? Must I do it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let's just do it. Just take us off here. So now we're looking at number 3. Number 3 is out of exercise 6 on page 77. So we are told that Stephen takes out a 5-year loan of 900,000 that he can repay by monthly payments of 18,248 rand and 75 cents at an interest rate of 8% per annum compounded monthly. Stephen decided to pay a monthly amount of 20,000 rand starting in 1 month's time. Calculate his balance outstanding after 30 payments. So balance outstanding is going to be A minus FE, not so. So that's going to be P into 1 plus I to the exponent n minus X into 1 plus I to the exponent n minus 1 over I. Right, what is his P value? The loan amount. Sorry? 900,000, not so. Your interest rate? 0.8% per annum compounded monthly, and he's doing a monthly payment of 2,000 rand. So what is your end value? Your time in years, not so. So you got 900,000 into 1 plus I, which is 0.08 over 12 to the exponent 12 times 30 over 12. Why? Because your N is your time in years. Not so? You will understand that part of the calculation. Minus, well, what is he paying monthly? Sorry? 20,000 into 1 plus I, 0.08 over 12 to the exponent 12 times 30 over 12 minus 1 over I, which is 0.08 over 12. Let's do the calculation and see. It's going to be 900,000. 900,000 into 1 plus 0.08 over 12. The exponent 12 times 30 over 12, which is 30. Minus 20,000 into 1 plus 0.08 over 12 to the exponent 30 minus 1 over 0.08 over 12. 436,000.
Yes.
436,756 rand. 436,756 rand and 4 cents. Okay. They gave you this value here. 2. That is actually, if he pays 18,248 rand and 75 cents, then that will amortize the loan after 5 years. Not so. But of course, if he pays more, what's going to happen? We will cover that loan over a shorter period of time. Okay? Later on, there will probably be a calculation. We can see how much money you're saving once you are starting to pay more on your outstanding balances of the loan. Okay? Then I gave you the delayed start of payment as well. Not so? Okay? I gave you exercise 7 to do. We did 7, number 1. Not so? I feel like I'm talking a lot today. Yes, as I normally, yes. I must speak for both of us since you guys don't want to talk. Exercise 7. It's on page, sorry? 78. Right, we did number 1. Let's look at number 2. I think I did too much yesterday, no? But you guys did nothing. I did all this. Yes. Right. Jacob saves for a deposit on a house. He estimated that it will cost 350,000 rand. He would need 350,000 rand in 5 years' time. He plans to make monthly payments into a savings account that earns 9% interest per annum compounded semi-annually. The question says, you see here he's making monthly payments, but it's compounded semi-annually. Is that in line? No. So I change the interest. Can you see that? So, to convert an effective, not ineffective, a semi-annual interest rate, which is a nominal interest rate, to a nominal compounded monthly, it's going to be 1 plus I to the 2 over 2 to the 2 is equal to 1 plus I to the 12 over 12 to the 12. We spoke about that in the first exercise when we started this financial works. Okay. So it's a compounded semi-annually. We're going to convert it to a compounded monthly. So it's 1 plus 0,09 over 2 to the exponent. 2 equals 1 plus I to the 12 over 12 to the 12. That 12 has no bearing on that I. Okay, why do I write it is to show you that I semi-annually is different to I compounded monthly. Okay? So what do we do first? 12 root both sides. Not so? With that being gone, I then subtract 1 from that. Not so? Okay, and then multiply it by 12. So it's 12 into the 12th root of 1 plus 0,09. You don't have to write this out. You could have gone straight into the calculation. Is equal to I to the 12. No? They're supposed to have to put the R because that's a rate. Not so? The rate, of course, I multiplied by 100 to get your R there. Okay. So it's going to be 1200. Open brackets. The 12th root of. Whoops. The 12th root of 1 plus 0,09 over 12 minus 1. Give me a rate of, whoops, 1200, the 12th root of 0,09. Sorry? Oh, in the brackets. How did I miss that? No. Sorry about that. Whoa. Nope, still wrong. So it's the 12th root of minus 1. Oh, minus 11. I made more than one mistake. Still mistakes. Alright, let's go again. So it will be the 12th root of, open brackets, 1 plus 0,09 over 12. No, over 2. I think that's my mistake. To the exponent 2. Then minus 1. Then times 12. Then times 100. I don't know what I did wrong. But okay. So it's going to be 8,8%. Which confirms what they wanted from us. Not so? Just check if I didn't write the sum down wrong. Here's a mistake. It's supposed to be over 2. And that exponent there was. Okay. Then it was minus 1 times 12 times 100 for the rate. Okay. Okay, you all okay with this? Right? Remember this was done in grade 11, effective to nominal compound. But it's nominal to nominal. Calculate his monthly payment if his first payment is in 6 months' time. So what does that mean to say? Is a delay in start of payment. Not so? You see here, he needs 350,000 Rand in 5 years' time. So if he delays his payment, he still needs the money in 5 years' time. Not so? So it is the monthly payment on the investment. So f is equal to x into 1 plus I to the n minus 1 over I. Calculate his monthly payment. Calculate his monthly payment if he makes his first payment in 6 months' time. You see, what he needs in future is 350,000, not so. How much is he paying? That's what we calculate. Into 1 plus. What's your interest rate? 0,088 over 12. That's compounded monthly. Minus 1 over I. To the exponent 12 times something. Okay. Okay, it's going to be 12 times. How many years is this for? 5 years. Right. But is a delay of how many months? 6 months. So I must minus. I almost want to minus 5 from here. Huh? Because why 5? Because that one is already accounted, that 1 month is already accounted for within the formula. So if it's a delay of 6 months, I'm just trying to figure out now. I'm making a timeline in my head. If we start paying in 6 months, okay, so that 1 month that with the delay before he makes the first payment. Remember when we do your present value and your future value, when do you count from? From the end of the first month. Not so. So if he starts paying in 6 months' time, that 1 month is already within the formula. That is why I'm taking 5 months out. Okay, I will check now if I'm correct. Otherwise, I would need to make sense of the way they calculate it. Okay. So it's 350,000 times 0,088 over 12, and this is all over this factor here. Okay, which is open brackets 1 plus 0,088 over 12. To the exponent 12 times 5 minus 5 minus 1. Is that correct?
Yes,
5,189 rand. Let's check here. This is number 2. 5189, yes? 5,189 rand and 33 cents. Again, there's a delay of 6 months. Okay? This is an investment. Remember when we did a loan, the loan actually draws an interest, not so, before we actually start paying off. However, this is an investment. So if you start investing only 10 years from now, we owe nobody nothing. Not so? However, if you have taken a loan and only start paying in 10 years from now, then that loan is going to draw an interest. You guys understand? So there's a difference. I'm going to write this value here of 5189.3. Okay, let's look at the next question. Question 2.3. Calculate how much Jacob will have in his account after 3 years from now. So, future value, not so. Why? So it's investment. Not so. Future value is x into 1 plus I, the exponent n minus 1 over I. I didn't need to write the formula down again. We're calculating the future value. Because they want to know, calculate how much will you have. So the monthly installment is 5,189.33 cents into 1 plus the interest here, 0,08 over 12 to the exponent 12 times 3. Let's see, 3 years minus what? 5. Why minus 5? It's only starting 3 months from now. Yeah, it's only starting 6 months from now. Okay? Minus 1 over I. So 0,088 over 2. Alright? So that is your answer into 1 plus 0,088 over 12 to the exponent 12 times 3 minus 5 minus 1 over 0,088 over 12. That gives you 197,000 886 rand and 34 cents. 179,000 886 rand and 34 cents. Okay. Alright. Next question. 2.4. If Jacob stops his payment after 3 years from now and makes no further payment, calculate per how much will he be short of the required 350,000 rand in 5 years. So in other words, I must calculate how much is in the account at the end of 5 years. Not so? So what's going to happen here? He's actually going to draw an interest for a further 2 years. Not so? He's going to draw an interest for 2 years. So that's going to be A equals P into 1 plus I to the exponent n. So P is 179,886,34 into 1 plus, that's the principal amount, into 0,088 over 12. The exponent 12 times 2 years. Okay, so that's going to be answer into 1 plus 0,088. You guys following? Yes. Over 12. The exponent 12 times 2. It's 214,000. 214,000. 365 rand and 61 cents. But what's the question? The question is a shortfall. How much is short by? So it's going to be 350,000 rand, which is needed minus that answer there. So you're short by 135,000. 634 rand and 39 cents. Okay? Make sense, people? Right, so there's one sum left by the looks of it. No, there isn't. So I'll give you another chance now to do number 3, 4 and 5 for homework. And I've said a lot today and even more yesterday, I think. So I'll give you out of exercise 7, 3, 4 and 5 for homework, and then now will be our last financial maths lesson tomorrow. Okay? You will enjoy the rest of your day. Good afternoon, class.